Question 1. What action is required when you see this road sign ahead on the roadway? A. Slow down and check for traffic. B. Yield to only. C. Stop completely before the limit. D. Proceed with caution if no one. Answers is C. Stop completely before the limit. This is a stop sign. You must come to a complete stop before the stop line, crosswalk, or edge of the intersection, and yield to all cross traffic or pedestrians before proceeding safely. Question 2. What does this warning sign indicate is ahead on the road? A. Steep ascent ahead. B. Road is winding. C. Steep descent ahead. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is C. Steep descent ahead. This sign warns drivers of a steep descent ahead. Drivers should be prepared to shift to a lower gear to control their speed and prevent brake overheating, especially with heavy loads. Question 3. What is the meaning of this road sign, typically found near intersections? A. Yield to all traffic. B. Roundabout ahead. C. One-way street. D. No U-turn allowed. Answers is B. Roundabout ahead. This sign indicates a roundabout or circular intersection. Drivers must yield to traffic already in the roundabout and enter when it is safe to do so, proceeding in a direction. Question 4. When changing lanes, what is the proper sequence of actions you should take? A. Signal check mirrors change. B. Signal check mirrors blind spot change. C. Check mirrors signal change. D. Blind spot signal mirrors change. Answers is B. Signal check mirrors blind spot change. The correct sequence for a lane change is to first signal your intention, then check your rear and side mirrors. Check your blind spot by turning your head, and finally, if clear, carefully change lanes. Question 5. What does this regulatory sign indicate about turning movements? A. No left turn allowed. B. No right turn allowed. C. No U-turn allowed. D. U-turn is mandatory. Answers is C. No U-turn allowed. This sign is a prohibitory sign, meaning no U-turn. Drivers are not permitted to make a U-turn at this location. Question 6. What type of hazard does this warning sign alert drivers to on the road ahead? A. Uneven road surface. B. Slippery road ahead. C. Loose gravel on road. D. Steep incline ahead. Answers is B. Slippery road ahead. This sign warns drivers that the road ahead may be slippery due to conditions like rain, ice, or loose materials. Drivers should reduce speed and increase following distance. Question 7. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying specific types of cargo? A. Dangerous goods allowed. B. Only specific cargo allowed. C. No entry for dangerous goods. D. Hazardous materials route. Answers is C. No entry for dangerous goods. This sign prohibits the entry of vehicles carrying dangerous goods. Drivers transporting such materials must find an alternate route. Question 8. What is the legal speed limit in a residential area in California, unless otherwise posted? A. 35 miles per hour. B. 25 miles per hour. C. 40 miles per hour. D. 30 miles per hour. Answers is B. 25 miles per hour. In California, The basic speed law states you must never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. However, the unposted speed limit in a residential or business district is 25 miles per hour. Question 9. What does this mandatory sign require of drivers at an intersection or specific point? A. Go straight or turn right. B. Turn right only. C. No right turn allowed. D. Right lane ends ahead. Answers is B. Turn right only. This sign is a mandatory sign indicating that vehicles must turn right. It is typically placed at intersections or where a turn is required. Question 10. What does this warning sign alert drivers to about the road's condition? A. Rough road ahead. B. Uneven road ahead. C. In the road. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B. Uneven road ahead. This sign warns of an uneven road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for bumps or dips in the pavement to maintain control of their vehicle. Question 11. What does this sign indicate about vehicle entry to a specific area? A. Authorized vehicles only. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. Proceed with caution. D. One-way traffic only. Answers is B. No entry for all vehicles. This sign, movement prohibited or no entry for all vehicles, means that no vehicles are allowed to enter the roadway or area where the sign is posted. It often indicates traffic flowing in the opposite direction on a one-way street. Question 12. When approaching a railroad crossing with flashing red lights, what must you do? A. Slow down and proceed with caution. B. Stop at least 15 feet from the tracks. C. Speed up to clear the tracks quickly. D. Stop only if a train is visible. Answers is B. Stop at least 15 feet from the tracks. Flashing red lights at a railroad crossing indicate an approaching train. You must stop at least 15 feet, but no more than 50 feet from the nearest rail until the lights stop flashing. Question 13. What does this priority sign communicate to drivers at an intersection? A. Stop completely. B. Give way to cross traffic. C. You have the right of way. D. Proceed without stopping. Answers is B. Give way to cross traffic. This is a give way or yield sign. It requires drivers to slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary to yield to other vehicles or pedestrians before entering the intersection. Question 14. What does this warning sign indicate about potential hazards on the road? A. Falling trees ahead. B. Falling rocks ahead. C. Road construction. D. Landslide area. Answers is B. Falling rocks ahead. This sign warns drivers of an area where falling rocks may occur or have already occurred. Drivers should be cautious, look for debris, and avoid stopping in the warned area if possible. Question 15. What does this regulatory sign indicate regarding the use of your vehicle's horn? A. Horn uses. B. No sounding of horn. C. Use horn only for warning. D. Emergency horn only. Answers is B. No sounding of horn. This sign indicates no sounding of horn. It is typically posted in areas like hospitals or residential zones where excessive noise is prohibited or discouraged. Question 16. What is the primary purpose of wearing A while driving? A. To avoid a traffic ticket. B. To keep clothes clean. C. To prevent serious injury or death. D. To stay comfortable during turns. Answers is C. To prevent serious injury or death. Wearing A is the most effective way to protect yourself in a crash. It keeps you securely in your seat, preventing you from being ejected from the vehicle or striking the interior. Question 17. What does this sign mean for cyclists using the roadway? A. No bicycles allowed. B. Mandatory cycle track. C. Share road. D. Bicycle parking. Answers is B. Mandatory cycle track. This sign indicates a mandatory cycle track. Are required to use this path, and other vehicles are generally prohibited from entering it. Question 18. What does this warning sign indicate about the upcoming road alignment? A. Series of curves first to right. B. Dangerous left turn. C. Sharp right curve ahead. D. Winding road first to left. Answers is A. Series of curves first to right. This sign warns drivers of a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first curve bending to the right. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for multiple turns. Question 19. What does this regulatory sign indicate regarding stopping on the roadway? A. Parking is allowed. B. No stopping at any time. C. Stopping for. D. Brief stops permitted. Answers is B. No stopping at any time. This sign means no stopping. You are not allowed to stop your vehicle for any reason, even briefly, in the area where this sign is posted, except to avoid conflict with other traffic or obeying a traffic officer. Question 20. When driving in fog, what is the safest way to use your vehicle's lights? A. High beam headlights. B. Low beam headlights. C. Parking lights only. D. Hazard lights. Answers is B. Low beam headlights. In fog, high beam headlights reflect off the fog droplets, worsening visibility. Low beam headlights and fog lights, if equipped, should be used to provide the best visibility forward and for others to see your vehicle. Question 21. What does this informational sign indicate about a nearby facility? A. Hospital ahead. B. First aid post ahead. C. Police station. D. Rest area. Answers is B. First aid post ahead. This service sign indicates a first aid post is nearby. It informs drivers where they can find immediate medical assistance. Question 22. What does this warning sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Dip in the road. B. Uneven pavement. C. Hump or speed bump ahead. D. Rough road surface. Answers is C. Hump or speed bump ahead. This sign warns drivers of a hump or speed bump ahead in the road. Drivers should reduce their speed to avoid damage to their vehicle or loss of control. Question 23. What does this prohibitory sign indicate for goods vehicles? A. Overtaking allowed. B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. C. Lane for goods vehicles. D. End of overtaking restriction. Answers is B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. This sign specifically prohibits goods vehicles from overtaking other vehicles. Other vehicle types may still be permitted to overtake, if not otherwise restricted. Question 24. When is it legal to make a right turn on a red light in California? A. Always if the way is clear. B. Only if there's a green arrow. C. After stopping completely and if no sign prohibits it. D. When traffic is light. Answers is C. After stopping completely and if no sign prohibits it. In California, you may make a right turn on a red light after coming to a complete stop and yielding to all traffic and pedestrians, unless a sign explicitly prohibits such a turn. Question 25. What does this mandatory sign indicate about the direction of travel? A. Turn left only. B. Proceed straight only. C. Turn right or straight. D. U-turn is permitted. Answers is B. Proceed straight only. This sign indicates that vehicles must proceed straight ahead. No turns are permitted where this sign is posted. Question 26. What does this warning sign alert drivers to regarding road surface material? A. Wet pavement. B. Loose gravel or stones. C. Road closed ahead. D. New pavement. Answers is B. Loose gravel or stones. This sign warns drivers of loose gravel or stone materials on the road surface. Drivers should reduce speed and increase following distance to avoid kicking up stones or losing traction. Question 27. What does this sign typically indicate about parking in the area? A. No parking allowed. B. Parking for residents. C. Stopping is prohibited. D. Parking on weekends. Answers is A. No parking allowed. This sign means no parking. You are not allowed to park your vehicle in the area where this sign is posted, although stopping to load or unload passengers or goods might be permitted unless otherwise. Question 28. What should you do if your accelerator pedal sticks while driving? A. Pump the brake pedal repeatedly. B. Shift to neutral, then apply brakes. C. Turn off the engine immediately. D. Steer into oncoming traffic. Answers is B. Shift to neutral, then apply brakes. If your accelerator pedal sticks, shift to neutral or depress the clutch if manual, apply the brakes, steer safely off the road, and then turn off the engine. Do not try to pump the pedal. Question 29. What does this priority sign indicate when encountering oncoming traffic? A. You have priority over oncoming. B. Yield to oncoming traffic. C. One-way traffic only. D. No entry for oncoming vehicles. Answers is A. You have priority over oncoming. This sign indicates that you have priority over oncoming traffic. This is typically used on narrow bridges or road sections where only one direction of traffic can proceed at a time. Question 30. What does this warning sign indicate regarding potential pedestrian activity? A. Pedestrian crossing ahead. B. Children playing or crossing. C. School zone ahead. D. No pedestrians allowed. Answers is B. Children playing or crossing. This sign warns drivers that children may be present near the roadway, such as near a school, playground, or residential area. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra vigilant. Question 31. What does this prohibitory sign signify about the entry of certain vehicles? A. Motorcycles only. B. No trucks allowed. C. No entry for motor vehicles. D. Prohibited. Answers is C. no entry for motor vehicles. This sign indicates no entry for motor vehicles. It prohibits all types of motor vehicles from entering the road or area where it is displayed. Question 32. What is the rule used for in driving? A. Determining stopping distance. B. Maintaining a safe following distance. C. Measuring reaction time. D. Calculating speed limits. Answers is B. Maintaining a safe following distance. The rule helps drivers maintain a safe following distance. You should allow at least 3 seconds between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you, increasing to 4 or more seconds in adverse conditions. Question 33. What does this mandatory sign require regarding passing an obstacle? A. Pass obstacle on the right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. Pass on either side. D. No passing allowed. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the right. This sign mandates that drivers must pass the obstacle by the arrow on the right side. It is used to guide traffic around obstructions in the road. Question 34. What does this warning sign alert drivers to regarding curves ahead? A. Sharp left curve ahead. B. Winding road. C. Curve direction to the right. D. Road ends ahead. Answers is C. Curve direction to the right. This sign is a curve direction sign, indicating a sharp curve or bend in the road to the right. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to turn. Question 35. What does this warning sign indicate regarding a type of junction ahead? A. Major road intersection. B. Junction with minor road. C. Crossroad ahead. D. No entry for minor road. Answers is B. Junction with minor road. This sign warns of a junction with a minor road ahead. Drivers should be aware of potential traffic entering the main road from the side. Question 36. When should you increase your following distance beyond the typical safe limit? A. When driving on a freeway. B. In bad weather or heavy traffic. C. When driving a smaller vehicle. D. When you are in a hurry. Answers is B. In bad weather or heavy traffic. It is crucial to increase your following distance in adverse conditions, such as rain, fog, snow, ice, or when following large vehicles, motorcycles, or driving on slippery roads. Question 37. What does this prohibitory sign indicate for specific types of turns? A. No left turn allowed. B. No right turn allowed. C. U-turn is prohibited. D. Left turn is mandatory. Answers is A. No left turn allowed. This sign means no left turn. Drivers are prohibited from making a left turn at the intersection or location where this sign is displayed. Question 38. What does this warning sign alert drivers to regarding an upcoming bridge? A. Narrow bridge ahead. B. Drawbridge ahead. C. Bridge under construction. D. Low bridge clearance. Answers is B. Drawbridge ahead. This sign warns drivers of a drawbridge ahead, which can open to allow boat traffic. Drivers should be prepared to stop if the bridge is opening or closed to vehicle traffic. Question 39. What does this regulatory sign indicate about vehicle access? A. Trailers are required. B. No entry for vehicles with trailer. C. Trucks with trailers only. D. Trailer parking zone. Answers is B. No entry for vehicles with trailer. This sign prohibits vehicles with trailers from entering the area or roadway. Drivers of such vehicles must seek an alternative route. Question 40. Before backing up your vehicle, what is the most important step to ensure safety? A. Honk your horn twice. B. Check all around your vehicle. C. Turn on your hazard lights. D. Open your car door. Answers is B. Check all around your vehicle. Before backing up, you must always look all around your vehicle, including checking your mirrors and turning your head to check blind spots, to ensure no pedestrians, children, or objects are in your path. Question 41. What does this informational sign indicate about the nature of the road? A. End of motorway. B. Beginning of motorway. C. Scenic route ahead. D. Toll road ahead. Answers is B. Beginning of motorway. This sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway. Motorways typically have higher speed limits and restricted access. Question 42. What does this warning sign indicate regarding wildlife activity? A. Farm animals ahead. B. Wild animals crossing. C. Pet crossing area. D. Zoo entrance. Answers is B. Wild animals crossing. This sign warns drivers of wild animals frequently crossing the road in this area. Drivers should reduce speed, be extra alert, especially at dawn and dusk, and be prepared to stop. Question 43. What does this informational sign indicate about lane usage? A. Merge left. B. Direction of movement in lane. C. Lane closed ahead. D. No U-turn from this lane. Answers is B. Direction of movement in lane. This sign indicates the specific direction of movement permitted from a particular lane, such as straight, turn left, or turn right. Drivers must follow the direction. Question 44. What is the correct procedure for reacting to an emergency vehicle with flashing lights and siren? A. Speed up to get out of the way. B. Pull to the right edge and stop. C. Keep driving but yield if necessary. D. Pull to the left shoulder and stop. Answers is B. Pull to the right edge and stop. When an emergency vehicle with flashing lights, siren approaches from any direction, you must safely pull over to the extreme right edge of the roadway and stop until the emergency vehicle has passed. Question 45. What does this warning sign indicate about an upcoming turn? A. Dangerous right curve. B. Dangerous curve to the left. C. Winding road ahead. D. Road ends ahead. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the left. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the left ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for the turn. Question 46. What does this warning sign alert drivers to regarding road workers? A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Road works ahead. C. Construction zone ends. D. Temporary detour. Answers is B. Road works ahead. This sign indicates that road works are ahead. Drivers should be prepared for changed road conditions, speed limits, and workers or equipment on or near the roadway. Question 47. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about movement in this direction? A. Turn right ahead. B. Yield to oncoming. C. Do not enter. D. One-way street ahead. Answers is C. Do not enter. This do not enter sign prohibits traffic from entering the road or area where it is posted. It often indicates a one-way street where traffic is flowing in the opposite direction. Question 48. In California, when can you pass a school bus with flashing red lights? A. When there are no children around. B. Never under any circumstances. C. Only if there's a median divider. D. If the bus is on the opposite side. Answers is B. Never under any circumstances. In California, you must stop when a school bus has flashing red lights, regardless of your direction of travel, unless the bus is on the other side of a divided highway with a barrier. Question 49. What does this informational sign indicate about the road's classification? A. Bicycle path. B. Road for motor vehicles. C. Pedestrian zone. D. Limited access road. Answers is B. Road for motor vehicles. This sign indicates a road exclusively for motor vehicles. Certain vehicle types like bicycles or pedestrians may be prohibited. Question 50. What does this warning sign indicate about pedestrians ahead? A. No pedestrians allowed. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Pedestrian detour. D. Children playing. Answers is B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign warns drivers of a marked pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers should be prepared to stop for pedestrians and yield the. Question 51. What does this priority sign indicate about traffic flow on a narrow section? A. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. You have priority over oncoming. C. One-lane bridge. D. No entry for oncoming traffic. Answers is A. Yield to oncoming traffic. This sign indicates that priority over oncoming traffic is, meaning oncoming vehicles have the. You must yield to them when approaching a narrow section of road or bridge. Question 52. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? A. Brake hard and steer sharply. B. Ease off the accelerator and steer straight. C. Accelerate to gain traction. D. Turn off the engine. Answers is B. Ease off the accelerator and steer straight. If your vehicle hydroplanes, ease your foot off the accelerator, keep the steering wheel straight, and avoid braking or making sudden turns. Allow the vehicle to slow down naturally until tires regain traction. Question 53. What does this informational sign indicate about a specific type of lane? A. Bicycle lane. B. Lane only. C. Lane for public transport. D. Emergency vehicle lane. Answers is C. Lane for public transport. This sign indicates a road with a lane for public transport vehicles like buses. Other vehicles may be restricted from using this lane during certain hours. Question 54. What does this warning sign indicate about the road's width ahead? A. Road ends ahead. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Divided highway begins. D. Lane ends on right. Answers is B. Road narrows on both sides. This sign warns drivers that the road ahead narrows from both the left and right sides. Drivers should be prepared to adjust their position and possibly yield. Question 55. What does this mandatory sign indicate for vehicle movement? A. Turn left only. B. proceed straight or turn left. C, no turns allowed. D, straight lane ends. Answers is B, proceed straight or turn left. This sign is a mandatory sign indicating that vehicles in this lane, or at this point, must either proceed straight or turn left. No other movements are permitted. Question 56. What is the consequence of driving with a suspended or driver's license in California? A warning ticket. B, a small fine. C, heavy fines and possible jail time. D, community service only. Answers is C, heavy fines and possible jail time. Driving with a suspended or license is a serious offense in California, carrying heavy fines, potential jail time, and further extensions of the period. Question 57. What does this service sign indicate is available nearby? A, hospital ahead. B, first aid station. C, medical clinic. D, pharmacy. Answers is A, hospital ahead. This sign indicates that a hospital is nearby. It provides information for drivers seeking medical care. Question 58. What does this warning sign indicate about the road's edge? A, road ends. B, dangerous hard shoulder. C, no shoulder ahead. D, paved shoulder. Answers is B, dangerous hard shoulder. This sign warns drivers that the hard shoulder of the road may be dangerous, soft, or unstable. Drivers should avoid using it or proceed with extreme caution if necessary. Question 59. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about overtaking? A, no overtaking allowed. B, overtaking is mandatory. C, overtake on the right. D, end of overtaking zone. Answers is A, no overtaking allowed. This sign indicates no overtaking. Drivers are prohibited from passing other vehicles in the area beyond this sign, typically due to limited visibility or other hazards. Question 60. When are you allowed to cross a solid double yellow line? A, when making a left turn into a driveway. B, to turn left into a driveway or private road. C, to pass a slower vehicle. D, when traffic is clear. Answers is B, to turn left into a driveway or private road. A solid double yellow line generally prohibits crossing. The only exception is when making a left turn into a driveway, private road, or alley, provided it is safe and legal to do so. Question 61. What does this mandatory sign indicate about lane usage? A, turn right only. B, proceed straight or turn right. C, no right turn allowed. D, right lane ends. Answers is B, proceed straight or turn right. This sign indicates that vehicles in this lane, or at this point, must either proceed straight or turn right. No other movements are permitted. Question 62. What does this warning sign indicate regarding a railway crossing? A, railway. B, railway crossing. C, no trains allowed. D, railway station ahead. Answers is B, railway crossing. This sign warns drivers of a railway crossing ahead. Drivers should be prepared to stop for an approaching train and exercise caution. Question 63. What does this informational sign indicate about a nearby facility? A. Emergency call box. B. Telephone available. C. Information desk. D. Cell service available. Answers is B. Telephone available. This sign indicates that a telephone service is available nearby. It is a service sign to assist drivers. Question 64. What is considered a safe following distance under ideal driving conditions? A. 1 car length. B. 3 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. C. 5 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. D. 2 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. Answers is B. 3 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. Under ideal conditions, a minimum following distance allows enough time to react and stop safely if the vehicle ahead suddenly brakes. Increase this distance in adverse conditions. Question 65. What does this warning sign indicate about an upcoming condition? A. Strong headwinds. B. Side wind ahead. C. Ahead. D. Turbulence ahead. Answers is B. Side wind ahead. This sign warns drivers of strong side winds ahead. These winds can affect vehicle control, especially for vehicles, motorcycles, or vehicles towing trailers. Drivers should grip the wheel firmly. Question 66. What does this mandatory sign require in terms of passing an obstruction? A. Pass on the right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. Pass on either side. D. No passing allowed. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the left. This sign mandates that drivers must pass the obstacle by the arrow on the left side. It is used to guide traffic around obstructions in the road. Question 67. What does this prohibitory sign indicate for specific days of parking? A. No parking on days. B. No parking on days. C. Parking restricted on weekends. D. Parking allowed on odd days. Answers is A. No parking on days. This sign indicates that parking is prohibited on days of the month. This helps with street cleaning or traffic flow on specific days. Question 68. What must you do if you are involved in a collision that results in injury or death? A. Leave a note and depart. B. Call a family member first. C. Call 911 and remain at the scene. D. Move all vehicles to clear traffic. Answers is C. Call 911 and remain at the scene. You must immediately call 911 or local emergency services and remain at the scene until law enforcement arrives and clears you, providing aid if possible and exchanging information. Fleeing is a hit-and-run offense. Question 69. What does this informational sign indicate about the end of a road feature? A. End of motorway. B. Start of motorway. C. Exit ahead. D. No entry to motorway. Answers is A. End of motorway. This sign indicates the end of a motorway or expressway. Drivers should be aware that speed limits or road rules may change beyond this point. Question 70. What does this warning sign alert drivers to about agricultural activity? A. Wild animals. B. Cattle or farm animals crossing. C. Pet crossing. D. Farm machinery ahead. Answers is B. Cattle or farm animals crossing. This sign warns drivers of cattle or other farm animals crossing or being present near the roadway. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to stop for animals. Question 71. What does this informational sign indicate about the direction of travel? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road. C. Divided highway. D. Yield to oncoming. Answers is B. One-way road. This sign indicates a one-way road. All traffic on this road flows in the same direction. Drivers must adhere to the flow. Question 72. When are children required to be in a child passenger restraint system in California? A. Until they are 8 years old or tall. B. Until they are 8 years old or at least tall. C. Until they are 6 years old. D. Until they reach 60 pounds. Answers is B. Until they are 8 years old or at least tall. California law requires all children under 8 years of age, or who are less than 4 feet 9 inches tall, to be in a federally approved child passenger restraint system in the back seat. Question 73. What does this mandatory sign indicate about vehicles that need to use snow chains? A. No snow chains allowed. B. Movement with snow chains required. C. Snow chain fitting area. D. Snowy conditions ahead. Answers is B. Movement with snow chains required. This sign indicates that snow chains are mandatory for vehicles to proceed. It is typically found in mountainous regions during winter conditions. Question 74. What does this warning sign alert drivers to about upcoming traffic controls? A. Stop sign ahead. B. Traffic light ahead. C. Yield sign ahead. D. Crosswalk ahead. Answers is B. Traffic light ahead. This sign warns drivers that a traffic light is ahead. Drivers should be prepared to slow down and stop if the light is red or changing. Question 75. What does this prohibitory sign signify about the road or area ahead? A. Goods vehicles only. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. Truck parking area. D. Speed limit for trucks. Answers is B. No entry for goods vehicles. This sign prohibits goods vehicles trucks from entering the road or area where it is posted. This is often done to prevent heavy traffic on residential streets or sensitive areas. Question 76. What should you do if you are being by another driver? A. Brake suddenly to deter them. B. Change lanes or gently slow down. C. Speed up to create distance. D. Flash your brake lights repeatedly. Answers is B. Change lanes or gently slow down. If being, the safest action is to allow more space in front of your vehicle, and if possible, change lanes or gently slow down to encourage the tailgater to pass. Avoid aggressive responses. Question 77. What does this informational sign indicate about a U-turn opportunity? A. Place for U-turn. B. No U-turn allowed. C. Mandatory U-turn. D. U-turn ahead. Answers is A. Place for U-turn. This sign indicates a place where U-turns are permitted. Drivers wishing to make a U-turn should use this location. Question 78. What does this warning sign indicate about aircraft activity? A. Low-flying aircraft. B. Airport ahead. C. No aircraft landings. D. Air traffic control. Answers is A, low-flying aircraft. This sign warns drivers of low-flying aircraft, typically near airports or military bases. Sudden loud noises may startle drivers. Caution is advised. Question 79. What does this informational sign indicate about a specific type of intersection? A, two-way street ahead. B, exit onto a one-way road right. C, merge right. D, yield to. Answers is B, exit onto a one-way road right. This sign informs drivers that they are approaching an exit onto a one-way road where traffic flows to the right. Drivers should be aware of the new traffic pattern. Question 80. What is the importance of checking your blind spots before changing lanes? A, to see if a car is behind you. B, to check areas not visible in mirrors. C, to see if your signal is working. D, to intimidate other drivers. Answers is B, to check areas not visible in mirrors. Blind spots are areas around your vehicle that cannot be seen using only your mirrors. Checking them by turning your head is critical to avoid colliding with vehicles, especially motorcycles or small cars, in those areas. Question 81. What does this warning sign indicate about the road's topography? A, steep descent ahead. B, steep ascent ahead. C, winding road. D, road ends. Answers is B, steep ascent ahead. This sign warns drivers of a steep ascent ahead. Drivers should be prepared to downshift and maintain engine power to climb the incline safely. Question 82. What does this informational sign communicate about movement on the road? A, one-way traffic only. B, reversible lane road. C, divided highway. D, lane ends ahead. Answers is B, reversible lane road. This sign indicates a road with a reversible lane, meaning the direction of traffic flow in that lane can change at different times of the day to accommodate peak traffic periods. Question 83. What does this service sign indicate about vehicle maintenance? A, car wash ahead. B, tire service available. C, gas station nearby. D, vehicle inspection. Answers is B, tire service available. This sign indicates a tire service or tire fitting facility is available nearby. It's useful for drivers needing tire repair or replacement. Question 84. When parallel parking, how far should your vehicle be from the curb? A, no more than 18 inches. B, no more than 18 inches from the curb. C, within 24 inches. D, as close as possible. Answers is B, no more than 18 inches from the curb. In California, when parallel parking, your vehicle's wheels must be no more than 18 inches from the curb. Parking further away can result in a ticket. Question 85. What does this informational sign indicate regarding an additional lane? A, lane closes ahead. B, beginning of additional lane left. C, merge right. D, lane for slow traffic. Answers is B, beginning of additional lane left. This sign indicates the beginning of an additional lane on the left side of the roadway. This often occurs at junctions or when the road widens. Question 86. What does this warning sign alert drivers to about traffic flow? A, road ends. B, traffic congestion ahead. C, detour ahead. D, speed limit decrease. Answers is B, traffic congestion ahead. This sign warns drivers of traffic congestion ahead. Drivers should be prepared for slower speeds, stop-and-go traffic, and increased following distances. Question 87. What does this informational sign indicate about a specific driving zone? A, end of residential area. B, residential area living zone. C, business district. D, school zone ahead. Answers is B, residential area living zone. This sign indicates the beginning of a residential area or living zone. In such areas, special traffic rules often apply, such as lower speed limits and increased caution for pedestrians and children. Question 88. What should you do if your brakes fail while driving? A, turn off the engine immediately. B, shift to a lower gear and pump the brake pedal. C, steer into a wall to stop. D, use the parking brake suddenly. Answers is B, shift to a lower gear and pump the brake pedal. If your brakes fail, pump the brake pedal hard and fast. If that doesn't work, shift to a lower gear to use engine braking and slowly apply the parking brake. Seek a safe place to stop. Question 89. What does this warning sign indicate about the road surface? A, slippery road. B, change of road surface ahead. C, new pavement. D, uneven road. Answers is B, change of road surface ahead. This sign warns drivers of a change in road surface ahead. This could be from asphalt to gravel or a transition between different types of pavement, requiring adjustment of speed and driving technique. Question 90. What does this informational sign indicate about a parking facility? A, no parking zone. B, parking place ahead. C, parking lot full. D, valet parking. Answers is B, parking place ahead. This sign indicates that a parking place or parking lot is available ahead. It guides drivers to areas for parking their vehicles. Question 91. What does this warning sign indicate regarding turning movements? A, curve to the right. B, curve direction to the left. C, winding road ahead. D, sharp turn ahead. Answers is B, curve direction to the left. This sign is a curve direction sign, indicating a sharp curve or bend in the road to the left. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to turn. Question 92. In California, who has though at an intersection with a flashing yellow light? A, vehicles turning left. B, vehicles already in the intersection or approaching from the right. C, pedestrians only. D, the vehicle that first. Answers is B, vehicles already in the intersection or approaching from the right. A flashing yellow light means proceed with caution. You must slow down, be prepared to stop, and yield to any vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection. Question 93. What does this regulatory sign indicate about certain vehicles? A, motorcycles only. B, no entry for motorcycles. C, motorcycle parking. D, motorcycle lane. Answers is B, no entry for motorcycles. This sign prohibits motorcycles from entering the road or area where it is displayed. This restriction is often in place for safety or noise reasons. Question 94. What does this warning sign alert drivers to about aquatic features? A, river ahead. B, embankment or quayside ahead. C, bridge ahead. D, flooding area. Answers is B, river ahead. B, embankment or quayside ahead. C, bridge ahead. D, flooding area. Question 95. What does this warning sign alert drivers to about aquatic features? A, river ahead. B, embankment or quayside ahead. C, bridge ahead. D, flooding area. Answers is B, embankment or quayside ahead. This sign warns drivers of an embankment or quayside ahead, indicating proximity to a body of water like a river, lake, or harbor, where the road runs alongside or ends abruptly at the water's edge. Exercise extreme caution. Question 95. What does this informational sign indicate about bicycle and vehicle use? A. Prohibited. B. Shared road for cars and bicycles. C. Bicycle lane only. D. End of shared use road. Answers is B, shared road for cars and bicycles. This sign indicates a road for shared use by both passenger cars and bicycles. Drivers should be particularly alert for cyclists and share the road safely. Question 96. What is the primary danger of driving in another driver's blind spot? A. You might get a ticket. B. The other driver may not see you. C. It's difficult to pass from there. D. Your car uses more fuel. Answers is B. The other driver may not see you. Driving in another driver's blind spot puts you at high risk of a collision if they decide to change lanes. Always try to stay out of blind spots or pass quickly and safely. Question 97. What does this warning sign indicate about upcoming road features? A. Underpass ahead. B. Tunnel ahead. C. Bridge ahead. D. Detour ahead. Answers is B, tunnel ahead. This sign warns drivers that a tunnel is ahead. Drivers should turn on headlights, remove sunglasses, and be prepared for changes in light conditions and air pressure. Question 98. What does this informational sign indicate about pedestrian crossings? A. No pedestrian access. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Pedestrian zone. D. Underground crossing. Answers is B, pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign indicates a pedestrian crossing is ahead, providing advance warning to drivers to be vigilant for pedestrians and be prepared to yield. Question 99. What does this warning sign indicate about potential road dangers? A. Uneven road. B. Ahead. C. Speed bumps. D. Rough pavement. Answers is B, ahead. This sign warns drivers of potholes or other significant depressions in the road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and navigate carefully to avoid damaging their vehicle. Question 100. What does this warning sign alert drivers to regarding road alignment? A. Dangerous curve to the right. B. Dangerous curve to the left. C. Winding road ahead. D. Road ends. Answers is A, dangerous curve to the right. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the right ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared for the upcoming turn to maintain control of their vehicle.